Shalom Israel. First and foremost, we want to give all the praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh by Shem El Shai, by Shem HaKadosh. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone for teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings to hopeful like to Israel, and Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father in ancient Hebrew. Bahashem means the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the begotten Son. Background lesson, and today we're going to go to an MOTB update. As you see, these devils are creating the foundation and slowly conditioning and preparing the people for this beast system, the MOTB. As you see in the title of this video, it says, just a smile or a wave of the hand, Mastercard launches biometric checkout program, which you're already starting to see this with multiple other apps, as you see with Amazon One, to where you can just pay with a wave of your hand. And also, there was an ad that came out on the Super Bowl when that was going on, where you can just pay with the scan of your phone. Certain products you can buy it and just walk out the store. So you're starting to see how they're preparing and slowly conditioning the people for this MOTB. If you have the eyes to see these things, because a lot of people are blind to these things. They're the future. This is the next big thing. And this is what they're preparing and conditioning the people for, which you're already starting to see with the juice mandates that you see, the masks that you see, to where you needed to have it to go inside stores, to enter your businesses, to go buy groceries, and multiple other things, to also travel, those green cards, those green passes that you need, So a lot of people don't see the so-called benefits of taking this MOTB, as they already have taken the juice and, already blindly following the things that those are implementing. So I'm going to play this quick video, 2 quick articles, and read a bit of one article and get a little bit of the other, and jump to the scriptures and a little bit edifying lesson. It says, jump right to it.
How convenient would be to pay at the cash register by simply showing your face or scanning a fingerprint? Well, this is now a reality in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Mastercard has launched a pilot program at 5 grocery stores in the South American city where customers can authenticate their identity using their biometric information. To pay at the checkout, customers simply look at the terminal, which scans their face using facial recognition software, or place their finger on the fingerprint scanner.
I see a lot of people when see the so-called benefits of, I see the things that they're implementing now and pretty soon the MOTB. As you see, they're conditioning and preparing the people for this, man. People are going to see the benefits of, I don't have to take out my wallet. I don't have to take out my credit card. I don't have to, touch things anymore. Because you see with the 19 and all that, those germaphobes out here, people still wearing the masks. So a lot of people are going to jump up over this. I don't have to touch cash anymore. I don't have to pull out my quarters and hand it to you, this and that. It's all by the wave of a hand, as you know, with your face.
PIN, no tap and go, just a smile or a wave of the hand. Customers will need to upload a photograph of their face or a scan of their fingerprint and link that to their Mastercard account. The pilot program is an attempt by Mastercard to break into the contactless biometrics market, which is expected to be worth about $18 billion by 2026. The scheme has raised concerns over customer privacy and how the data is collected and stored. Mastercard say the system's secure. Would you do it? I'm not so sure.
Hey, Cole, Haloma, Yahweh by Shemel Shai. I didn't even realize that, man. It says 144A. There you go. Man. So you see what this is building up to if you have eyes to see. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. We see right through this devil's plans and what he is trying to do. He is getting desperate, and now you see a lot of people already jumping on board with this. I can't wait. It'll be so much easier. The benefits, the incentives, and all that. Especially the miracles that they're going to be performing on the left-hand side by the way of the technology. So, jump to a quick article and read a little bit of the other one and jump to the description. It'll be short lessons. The Mastercard launches tech that lets you pay with your face or hand in stores. And a lot of people are also going to see the MOTB more beneficial. Because with the face scanner and, and the other things that they have, they're going to see it as a security risk, because people can just take pictures of you or do whatever. So a lot of people see more benefits of just, getting it in your hand, Because all the information on you and about you will be in that charagma. What you're allergic to, what your exact location, and all that. Mastercard on Tuesday launched a program that allows retailers to offer biometric payment methods like facial recognition and fingerprint scanning. So users can authenticate a payment by showing their face or the palm of their hand instead of swiping their card. So you see what this is building up to. The technology could one day help with the development of payments infrastructure for the metaverse, an executive said. Which you have these others trying to create an artificial, and fake world that they're the god of, which is what they want. They want to be the god of this world. And if you take the MOTB, these devils will literally, will have branded you, man. Just like how, you brand a cow, you really own it. And this is what these devils want to do to you. And our people are going to blindly take it and follow it. Let's see. So Mastercard's latest test would make credit cards obsolete by letting customers use their faces and fingerprints to pay in stores. Read that one more time. So Mastercard's latest test would make credit cards obsolete by letting customers use their faces and fingerprints to pay in stores and what they want. To where you have to rely on a more digitized system. Conditioning and preparing people for this MOTB. Read a little bit more and we'll jump to the scriptures. It says Mastercard wants to do away with the actual credit card by letting customers pay using their faces or hands. And as you already see with multiple other apps and things that those are trying to build the foundation for. Amazon One, where you just pay with the palm of your hand, and other apps that they have to where you can just walk inside a store, pay with your phone, or you just scan your item or whatever and walk out. Places leading to a more digitized system, especially in Walmart and other supermarkets, adding more self-checkout aisles and all that. So the company is testing a biometric verification method as part of a push towards doing business in the metaverse. Mastercard president of Cyber and Intelligence told CNBC on Tuesday, referring to as of yet unrealized assembly of virtual worlds where users will be able to work, play, and shop online. So we have the information we needed. Jump to the scripts and we'll close out. Revelation 13:16 through 17. If you don't know this already, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. It doesn't matter which hand you take it in, your left hand or your right, because a lot of people like to use that as an excuse. What if I take it in my left hand? Says you're not supposed to take it in your right hand. You can't just maneuver around Yahweh Bashim Shaiman. As the scripture is going to, you'll be destroyed for taking it. What if I take it and then buy food with it, take it out of my hand? No, there's no if or buts. If you take it, you're through. There's no if or but. Well, you see, no, you're literally through. Read it from the top one more time. And he caused all, both small, great, rich, and poor, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their forehead, a physical mark. Because when you go to the word mark right here, it goes into charagma, which goes into etch and scratching, a physical mark. You have all these other Israelite camps like to push that it's a spiritual one, which is not the case. You can't buy or sell with a spiritual mark. You can't go to Walmart, your local Walmart, and go in the store and say, oh, you're a Christian, you're whatever, and come out with a 64-inch flat screen TV. No, it's not. No. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So coming soon, you won't be able to buy or sell without it. You won't be able to live a so-called normal life without this MOTB. And this tells this how these devils are going to force your hand. You have to make a choice. Are you going to choose Yahweh Bashim Shai, or are you going to bow down to this peace system that these devils want? And a lot of people are going to be tempted and bribed and see the so-called benefits, and they're going to bend the knee. As you see, a lot of Israelites are already doing now, promoting the Jews, taking it. So imagine when this MOTB gets presented in front of them, they're going to crack under that pressure. People are already struggling because certain businesses, where you need to have the juice to be able to go to work. And coming soon, this is where it's going to lead up to where you need to have this MOTB. But let's continue on with the scripts. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, as I said earlier, lest Satan should get an evangelist who are not ignorant of his devices. We see what his plans are. We see what he's trying to do, preparing and conditioning the people for this MOTB. As you see now, you have which I believe a lesson going into it. I believe it was a gas station where they had a little store, to where they were only accepting they weren't accepting cash. You know, you needed to pay with card or Apple Pay or whatever it was. They weren't accepting cash. They had little vending machines in there. So you see what this is building up towards. The last 3 scripts, Revelations 3 and 10, which yeah. But it says, because thou hast kept the order of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. So everyone's going to be tried and everyone's going to be tested, to try them that dwell upon the earth. So those that continue to wait upon Yahweh shall shine, remain faithful, and endure these afflictions, the trials, the tribulations, and the temptations that we will go through. The Lord's going to protect us, man. Excuse me, read one more time. It says, because thou hast kept the order of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. So Yahweh Shai is going to give us that strength, the spirit to resist it. Because you're going to see a lot of people being deceived and, going to be incentivized. It's like I can pronounce this word correctly, but they're going to see the so-called benefits of taking it. And they're going to bend the knee, especially people that couldn't walk, being able to walk again. I see Elon Musk creating that Neuralink, the mark in the forehead. So a lot of people are going to crack under that pressure, man. But as script's going to, you can't serve 2 masters. But it says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So those that continue to wait upon Yahweh Shai, endure these afflictions, the temptations, and the tests that we go through, the Lord will protect us, man. There is a reward for our labor and our work and in enduring these things, man. Being looked upon as crazy, as abnormal, and being made fun of, being mocked, There's a reward waiting for us, man. By Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievances which they have prescribed, going to draconian, like laws that they're trying to implement and have implemented. Which the word draconian goes into harsh, so these harsh like laws that they want to put in place coming soon. I see right now with which I believe I made a lesson going to like the mask mandates that they had, where they're super tight and had heavy restrictions on that. I mean, look what's going on in Shanghai, China over there, man. The lockdowns that they have for over 40 plus days, people not be able to leave their homes. So imagine what's coming to Babylon, man, America. Especially when things start to kick off, man, to where you're not able to travel to another city. 2 Ezra 15:17, a man shall desire to go into a city, it shall not be able. You're going to need to show proof of verification that you've taken the juice or you have the MOTB, to travel on a plane or to go inside businesses, go inside a grocery store to buy things. This is what it's building up to. And you're going to see the restrictions that they're going to implement, these unrighteous decrees that they're going to declare. That you'll be fined, you'll be jailed if you go against these things. As you already see now, so-called misinformation, you leading people so-called astray, for talking about these things. So, this is what's coming. But let's close up with this last scripture, Revelation 2 and 10. It says, fear no things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and shall have tribulation 10 days. So, going to a certain period of time. So, those that, reject this MOTB, and you see with now even with the juice, but coming soon ultimately with the MOTB, that's going to be the the main test. This is just the trial run. This is practice, for the test, man. I see, in school, you'd have like the quizzes to prepare you for the actual test. This is what this juice is building up to the MOTB. We're one more time, and then we'll close out with that point I'm trying to make. For none of the things which thou shalt suffer, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So going back to that point, let's see what I was talking about. Your mind kind of went blank. Lord want to come back to me, but let's finish off the scripture and try to get back to my point. I'm trying to remember. I was trying to make a point, man. I lost it. Lord would come back to me, but one more time, say, for those things which thou shalt suffer, behold, the devil shall cast you into prison, that ye may be tried. So us not obeying the things that these others are trying to do, we're going to be outcast, criminalized. Because they show you in these movies, and there was I believe this one guy was trying to make a movie, basically talking about things that are coming, kind of going to the MOTB, and I believe he was later killed before even releasing it. But there was a kind of like I believe people had the MOTB, and I need to relook at that, but it was I can't trying to remember. Slocky, bear with me for a minute. But in the movie, they had the MOTB, and this one guy didn't have it. He walked to the store, and I believe the clerk or the worker, called the cops on him. So these are times that we are heading into. You're going to have family members, friends turning on us, bounties putting on us. We're going to be called crazy, called selfish, These are the times that are ahead, but as we kind of say, 10:1, these are the righteous decrees that they would implement in Revelation 3:10. How Yahweh Shemashah will give us that strength and the spirit to endure these things, man, to reject it and to protect us in these times to come. But it says right here, the devil shall cast you into prison that ye may be tried, and shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So if we endure the afflictions, these trials, the tribulations, the test, because us rejecting it, you have to know what you are getting yourself into and what you are part of, man. It's not just some silly game or entertainment towards, it's all fun and games that nothing's going to happen to you, because, hey, some brothers may be put to death for this thing, man. Scriptures go into it. So, hey, this thing is super, super serious, man. So, once again, continue to wait upon Yahweh Shemashah, remain faithful, and pray that Yahweh Shemashah will give us the strength and the spirit to endure these things, man, and to keep us from the hour of temptation. So, low and satisfying. I was just trying to remember the point I was trying to make in that last part, but low and I still got the point across, and they want to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh Shemashah, Mastercard, double the apostles, and all those of great milestone teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings to hope like to Israel, and shalom. See you next one.